He says you're different. He calls you every morning, texts all day, sends songs that remind him of you. It feels intense, almost too perfect. Then, just as quickly as it began, the rhythm changes. Messages slow down, his tone shifts, and you're left wondering, did I imagine everything? You didn't. You were love-bombed. It's the illusion of devotion, attention that feels like connection, but really hides control. And for so many women, it starts exactly this way. Because when a man knows how to flood you with emotion, he never has to earn your trust. You hand it to him. Let's pull back the curtain and look at the 5 signs of love bombing most women never notice until it's too late. If you've ever been swept up by someone who made you feel like the only woman in the world, you know how intoxicating it is. It feels safe, certain, real. And that's what makes it so confusing when the energy suddenly changes. He was calling you baby last week, and now his replies are hours apart, short, distant, distracted. You start replaying everything, wondering if you did something wrong. But it's not about what you did. It's about what you didn't see. Most women try to fix that silence with effort, longer messages, softer words, second chances. But connection doesn't come from effort. It comes from awareness. Once you understand how to read the emotional rhythm behind his words and actions, everything changes. You stop reacting. You start observing. And suddenly the confusion that used to control you loses its power. Because love isn't something you chase. It's something you understand. And understanding is what protects your heart from being played. Here are 5 subtle signs a man might be love bombing you, and how to spot them before you get pulled too deep. Sign 1, the instant soulmate. Within days, he's saying things like, I've never met anyone like you, or I can see a future with you. It feels romantic, but it's too fast to be real. Real connection takes time. Intensity tries to replace it. When a man rushes emotional intimacy, it's not because he feels certain, it's because he feels insecure. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. I explain why this instant intensity feels so powerful and what it actually triggers in your brain. Inside my free mini guide, Decode His Desire. The link's in the description. Sign 2, constant contact, then sudden silence. He's everywhere, texts, calls, voice notes, even memes. You start to relax, and then suddenly he disappears. That withdrawal isn't random. It's emotional conditioning. The high of attention makes the silence hurt more, and that keeps you hooked. When a man truly cares, communication feels consistent, not addictive. Sign 3, fast-forward future talk. He's naming your future kids before he's met your friends. This is designed to make you emotionally invest faster than he ever had to earn. It sounds romantic, but it's a trap of fantasy over foundation. If he's talking about forever before you even feel steady, slow the rhythm. Love that's real won't rush your peace. Sign 4, guilt when you pull back. The moment you ask for space or boundaries, he flips it. Suddenly you're cold, distant, or not the woman he thought you were. That's not love. That's control disguised as disappointment. The right man respects your pause. The wrong one punishes it. Inside Decode His Desire, I break down how emotionally mature men actually respond to boundaries and how you can tell the difference fast. The link's below if you want to learn that pattern. Sign 5, you feel anxious instead of adored. The biggest giveaway isn't what he says, it's how your body feels. Love bombing creates confusion. You start waiting for the next text instead of enjoying your day. You feel a high and crash, excitement and dread, all at once. Real love feels calm. If your nervous system's in chaos, your heart's not safe there. The moment you start paying attention to your peace instead of his promises, everything changes. Let's talk about the 5 subtle signs a man might be love bombing you and how to see the truth before it starts to hurt. Sign number 1, the instant soulmate. Within days, he's telling you, I've never met anyone like you, or you're the one I've been waiting for. It feels incredible, like you've finally been chosen. But here's what's really happening. He's fast-tracking intimacy before trust can catch up. Real connection grows quietly. Manipulation arrives in a rush. Notice how it feels in your body. Genuine interest feels steady and safe. Love bombing feels electric and a little exhausting. I explain what that emotional high actually triggers in your brain and how men use it without even knowing. Inside my free mini guide, Decode His Desire. The link's in the description if you want to go deeper. Sign number 2, constant contact. Then sudden silence. At first, he's everywhere. Texts, calls, voice notes, long good morning messages. Then, out of nowhere, the rhythm stops. You stare at your phone wondering, did I do something? That pause isn't random. It's emotional conditioning, flooding you with attention so that its absence feels unbearable. You start chasing the connection that once chased you. A man who truly cares builds consistency, not addiction. Sign number 3, fast-forward future talk. He's planning your dream vacation, talking about moving in, even naming your future kids, all before he's earned your trust. It sounds romantic, but it's a fantasy designed to make you emotionally invest faster than he ever had to prove himself. Here's the truth. Solid love never needs speed to feel real. If the timeline feels rushed, it's okay to slow it down. Love that's right for you won't disappear when you breathe. Sign number 4, guilt when you pull back. The moment you ask for space or question the pace, his tone shifts. Suddenly you're cold, confusing, or not the woman he thought you were. That's not disappointment, it's manipulation. Real men respect boundaries. Love bombers punish them. Inside Decode His Desire, I show how emotionally mature men respond when you pause the momentum, and how that one moment reveals everything about their intentions. It's free and linked below if you'd like to understand that pattern. Sign number 5, you feel anxious instead of adored. The biggest sign isn't in his words, it's in your nervous system. Love bombing keeps you on alert, waiting, checking, second-guessing. You stop feeling cherished and start feeling addicted to reassurance. If you catch yourself refreshing messages, rereading texts, or feeling more drained than desired, that's your body whispering the truth. Real love feels calm, not chaotic. When peace becomes your standard, manipulation can't survive. The moment you start protecting your energy instead of proving your worth, everything changes. Now that you can see the pattern, here's the shift that changes everything. You don't have to react to every message, mood, or silence. You don't have to explain yourself to be understood. The moment you slow your response, the power dynamic changes. Because when you stop chasing the rush he created, he has to meet you where calm lives. It's not about pulling away, it's about staying centered. That's what real confidence sounds like, silence that doesn't need to prove anything. Try this the next time you feel the urge to text first. Take a breath, set the phone down, and remind yourself, I choose peace over panic. That small pause rewires the entire connection. Inside Decode His Desire, I walk you through exactly how to use that calm, how to make him feel your energy shift without a single argument. The link's below if you're ready to see what real control feels like. Imagine this version of you, the one who no longer waits by the phone or wonders what she did wrong. She knows her worth. She knows her calm is her power. The same situations that used to make her anxious now feel different. She reads energy, not excuses. She sees patterns and stays steady. He notices it too. The tone of his voice changes. His messages get softer because confidence doesn't need noise. It speaks through peace. That's what happens when you stop reacting and start understanding. If this feels like the kind of love you want, calm, clear, safe, my free mini guide, Decode His Desire, will show you exactly how to get there. It walks you step by step through the same emotional triggers that turn confusion into connection. The link's below. You don't need to chase love, you just need to understand it. Take a breath. You've seen how love bombing works, and now you know how to see through it. You don't have to question your worth or fight for someone's attention. You don't have to chase love. The moment you understand how connection truly works, you stop trying to earn peace. You start living it. Love isn't supposed to keep you anxious. It's supposed to make you feel safe. So, if you're ready to protect your peace and attract real connection, download Decode His Desire. It's free, it's linked below. And it'll help you take everything you learned today even deeper, quietly, confidently, at your own pace. You don't need to be louder to be loved. You just need to be understood. And the right man will feel that instantly.